Hey everybody, Ashton here with Gents with another fragrance review. It's actually been raining all day today, just stopped about 20 minutes ago, and had it not stopped, I was just going to go and stand in the rain and do a review that way. I thought it might be kind of funny. I want to let you guys know before I jump into this too far that this is brought to you by Notino, and I'm going to be having a giveaway sponsored by Notino in the next week or so. So make sure that you tune into that video to figure out what I'm giving away and how you can be entered to win. Just a hint, it will have to do with Tuscan leather. Now, the fragrance that we're checking out today is one of the most hyped oud releases from designer houses over the last 2 years. Gucci Intense Oud is one of the other ones, and I've already touched on that one, but this fragrance is Boss Bottled Oud by Hugo Boss. Alright guys, let's go ahead and check out this presentation. As you can see here, you've got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration. There's nothing doing on the sides. It says Hugo Boss on the top. On the back, you've got your ingredient information. Then at the top it says 100% natural oud. On the bottom, you've got your badge code right here. It's punched into the box underneath the barcode. The bottle should look familiar. It's the Boss Bottled bottle, only with a different coloration. This one is dark, reflective of the oud being used in the fragrance. You have the name of the fragrance here. The cap is plastic. It's kind of cheap filling. Atomizer does a good job, as you can see there. Basically the same as all the Boss Bottled fragrances. Then on the bottom, you have your sticker with badge code here. That is the presentation for Hugo Boss Boss Bottled Oud. I can tell you guys right off the bat, that Boss Bottled DNA, it's still in here.
It's still in here.
The opening to my nose has a strong apple note with cinnamon and a slightly medicinal oud. The oud is not overpowering, and to my wife, she actually smells cinnamon more than anything else. Because when I first sprayed this on and got in the car with her the first time I wore it, she said, "What have you got on?" And I told her, and she said, "Well, you smell kind of like Christmas. I'm getting just tons of cinnamon off you." Now, I get all three notes, but to her, it's mainly cinnamon. About 10 minutes in, that oud starts to move into the forefront, while the apple and cinnamon start to dial it back a little bit. The oud here is a little bit medicinal, but it's sweet, it's spicy, it's not loud, it's not dirty, it's definitely not animalic. Now, that really nice spicy note that's working with the oud is saffron, and that gets used all the time in oud-based fragrances. They just work really well together. And I should also mention that according to Hugo Boss, the oud here is 100% natural. In the far dry down, you get this nice warm sandalwood that comes in with that lightened up oud note, because by that point, it's lost a little bit of its edge. Those notes blend in perfectly with the remaining spice. It's just a great fragrance from top to bottom, in my opinion. To me, this comes off more as like a beginner's oud or an introduction to oud. It's easy to wear, it still has that Hugo Boss DNA that people have loved for decades, so it's something that's kind of like an intro course into oud fragrances. And that's helped along by the fact that this is not a powerhouse fragrance and that the oud here is not a funky, dirty, animalic oud. Airplane. Get out of here, airplane. This is versatile as far as oud fragrances go. You could pull this off in the office, you could pull it off at day, you could pull it off at night. In my opinion, it leans night, and it's one that would go really well with a suit. You could really class this fragrance up. As I've alluded to, this is not a performance beast. For me, longevity is in the 6-hour range. Projection is best in the first 2 hours, but even then it doesn't project like a monster. It makes a nice cloud around you. You leave a great scent trail. It's something that for me strikes a really, really nice balance. Personally, I don't usually go for the extremely heavy hitter type fragrances, so this one is right in my wheelhouse. And season-wise, for me, this is going to be a fall, winter, and spring fragrance. This is not one that I'm really going to reach for in summer. This fragrance did not let me down. I went into it a little bit skeptical. I wasn't sure that the oud and the Boss Bottled DNA would actually work, but surprisingly, it does, and it works well. Easiest way to describe this is if you take that Boss Bottled DNA, that apple, cinnamon, mix it with a nice, refined, smooth oud, and some saffron to give it a little bit of spice. Boss Bottled Oud. All right guys, that is my take on Hugo Boss Boss Bottled Oud. If you've smelled this one, let me know what you think about it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for that giveaway. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.